So I want to give you a quick overview of the remote as well. It's a pretty nice remote overall. It has a nice texture. It's not just, it's plastic, but it doesn't look like cheap plastic. It looks nice. Not too happy with the buttons. These volume buttons are fine because they're big, but the other ones I find a little tiny, and these are too, thin. Because this is soft rubber, I'm more comfortable pushing them with my fingernail, which is something I don't want to do. I just want to be able to press them with my thumb, and these are a little bit too small. It still works, but you have to like press them in. But it's pretty fine. It works. Let me start from the top and go over the buttons on the remote. So you have the dimmer here for changing the brightness of the display, the sleep timer, standby. These numbers you can use to go to a CD track directly or pick your tuner preset station. Program direct you can use for I guess programming a number of tracks on a CD to play random repeat, work both on CD and your USB device, iPhone. Source, it's gonna step through the different sources that the device has. These tuner buttons for tuning to a station. If you press this tuner, it's gonna go directly into the tuner mode, which is nice. You don't have to sequence to step through all the sources to get to the tuner. These buttons you can use to go to the next track, previous track, or previous next tuner preset station. This I found a little strange at the beginning, but I think I see why they had to do this. So you have a play pause for CD here, a play pause for USB iPod, and then yet another one here for dock, which seemed a bit strange, but I guess the reason they have this is that so you can directly go to that source and start playing. So you don't have to use the source to go, for example, say to the USB mode and then play to start playing. You can directly, just like the tuner takes you directly to the tuner mode, these buttons also do that for you. So I think that was the reasoning. This is the SDB tone, which I demonstrated earlier for changing the bass treble, turning the super dynamic bass mode on or off, etc. Mute just turns the speakers off. I really haven't used these that much. The folder mode, you can refer to the manual and see what it does. This menu brings up the main device menu for setting the timer, tuner setup, etc. I don't use this because I don't use a special dock with the unit. DAB RDS, I guess this is for the European models, because this model that I have, it doesn't have DAB and it doesn't support RDS. So I guess this is a useless button for this version of the device. These buttons you use for example, browsing your iPod. You can scroll through different albums, enter one, and these also can be used instead of these buttons. For example, for going to previous or next tracks, or previous or next preset station. And this button here, remote browse, it switches